Task number 2. I know how excited you are. We're doing quadratics today. There's the equation. Use the grapher to calculate the zeros and the extrema. So here's my handy dandy graphing calculator. I've already put it in. One thing that a lot of boys are having trouble with, double check your entry. Make sure that you've put everything in. All right, good. So first thing, the zeros, obviously where it would cross the line, trace, snap to intersections, boom, 0.236. And the other zero, negative 4.236. Actually, is that right? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, the extrema. Let's go to the min, please. Good. Negative 2, negative 5. Negative 2, negative 5. Okay? So now that we know what the numbers are supposed to be, we have to prove them algebraically. Solve for the zeros algebraically. I can observe that this cannot be factored, so I'm going to use the quadratic formula. A equals 1, B equals 4, C equals negative 1, and X equals negative B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. And when I simplify this, let's see, negative 4 plus or minus, that's going to be 20 over 2. One of the difficulties that my students are having is simplifying this. You can only factor out perfect squares. The only perfect square that fits in is radical 4, radical 5 over 2. So far, so good. Now, I've got to divide all three of these by the same number. Yes? 2, 2, and 2. So that's going to be negative 2 plus or minus radical 5. So that goes there. And there's a built-in check here, which is I want you to do negative 2 plus radical 5, 0.236, that's good, and negative 2 minus radical 5, negative 4.236, good. Those should agree. Yes? So far, so good. The equation of the axis of symmetry, as we recall from the from the quadratic formula, we're going to take the negative b over 2a. X equals negative b over 2a equals negative 4 over 2 equals negative 2. X equals negative 2. That's the equation of a vertical line. Find the coordinates of the vertex. Well, now I plug the negative 2 back in. So f of negative 2 would be negative 2 squared plus 4 times negative 2 minus 1. 4 minus 8 minus 1 equals negative 5. Okay, so the answer is negative 2, negative 5. And that does jive with what I first got. I'm gonna stop there and get on to part 2.